In this lecture, we are going to study about PN junction, forward bias and reverse bias. This is lecture 7 of Unit 2, Semiconductor Physics. So what is a PN junction? A PN junction is formed when a P-type and an N-type semiconductor are joined through the process of crystal growth. Within the semiconductor, the region where there is a transition from P-type to N-type is called a junction. In P-type material, holes are majority charge carriers and electrons are minority charge carriers. Whereas in N-type material, electrons are majority charge carriers and holes are minority charge carriers. Now this is a diagram which shows N region, P region and the junction region. We know that in N region, electrons are majority charge carrier. These are the electrons over here. And in P region, holes. These are the holes over here. Holes are majority charge carriers. In N region, we have got positive donor ions. This is because how is the N-type material formed? When a pure semiconductor is doped with a pentavalent impurity. That pentavalent impurity will give out an electron. So when it gives out an electron, it becomes a positive ion. Likewise, how do you get a p-type semiconductor when a pure semiconductor is doped with a trivalent impurity? The trivalent impurity will accept an electron from the valence band and hence it becomes a negative ion. This is the junction region between the N-type and the P-type. During the process of crystal growth, electrons will diffuse from N region to P region and holes will diffuse from P region to N region. So there is a region now formed around the junction which does not have free electrons and holes, but it has got only immobile ions. So we can see at the junction, holes diffuse from P region to N region and likewise electrons diffuse from N region to P region. The electrons and holes recombine and disappear at the junction region. Around the junction region, free electrons and holes recombine and only immobile ions are present. This region is called space charge region or also called as the depletion region. The fixed ions in the depletion region produce electric field E. This electric field opposes the further diffusion of electrons and holes from N-type region to P-type region. The electric field gives rise to a potential called as potential barrier. Further diffusion of electrons and holes across the potential barrier can only take place when they overcome the potential barrier. This gives you the energy level diagram. Now we know that EV is the maximum energy of the valence band and EC is the minimum energy of the conduction band. In P-type semiconductors, the Fermi level is close to the valence band, whereas in N-type material, Fermi level is close to the conduction band. And then when the junction is formed, you can see the Fermi level is the same, whether it is N-type or P-type. And what is this EV naught? EV naught over here is the difference between ECP and ECN. So V naught, which is called as the contact potential or the barrier voltage, is equal to Vn minus Vp. What is Vn over here? Vn is the potential of depletion region on N side and Vp is the potential of depletion region on P side. Under unbiased condition, no net current flows and Fermi level is common on N side and P side. The electric field is given by E is equal to EVP minus EVN, which is equal to ECP minus ECN, which is equal to E, the charge of the electron, into V naught, where V naught is the contact potential or the barrier voltage. This shows you the circuit symbol of a PN junction diode. Now, next we shall see what is forward bias and what is reverse bias. This picture you can see we have a battery and how it is connected to the P region and the N region. Now, when a DC voltage VF is connected to the diode in such a way that the positive terminal of the source is connected to the P region and the negative terminal to the N region, then the junction is forward biased. The voltage across the junction decreases by an amount V0 minus Vf, where we know V0 is the barrier voltage. The majority charge carriers diffuse across the junction and hence the width of the depletion region decreases. We know that in p-type holes are majority charge carriers and in n-type electrons are majority charge carriers. In forward bias, holes will move from p region to n region and electrons will move from n region to p region and the width of the depletion region will decrease. And what is reverse bias? You can see it on the diagram over here. Okay. When a DC voltage, this is VR, is connected to the diode in such a way that the positive terminal, this is the positive terminal of the source, is connected to the N region and the negative terminal to the P region, then the junction is reversed biased. The voltage across the junction increases and is equal to V0 plus VR, where V0 is the barrier voltage. The majority charge carriers are pushed away from the junction and hence the width of the depletion region increases. Minority charge carriers drift across the barrier and give rise to current. So once again we know that in P region holes are majority charge carriers and in N region electrons are majority charge carriers. Because of this potential what is applied over here, the majority charge carriers will move away from the junction. There will be small amount of current that will flow across the junction, that is due to minority charge carriers. So we have seen what is a PN junction, how a PN junction is formed, and then what is forward bias and what is reverse bias in this lecture.